I've been at ICRISAT today talking about innovation systems. I started off talking about what the world was like 20 years ago around agricultural research and pointing out that ideas such as partnership, working with the private sector, participation, these were all new and not uncontroversial ideas at the time. But also times were changing. People were particularly worried about impact, and people were also searching for a different way about thinking about how to organise research for innovation and impact. So the innovation systems idea has its kind of origins in that era. Over the intervening years, a number of tools and frameworks and ideas have really spread into, let's call it, normal practice. So we hear a lot about innovation platforms. We hear a lot about a shift from monitoring and evaluation to learning. Public-private sector partnerships are fairly commonplace. There are some challenges with these approaches and tools. One of the challenges is that it's not simply about the tools themselves, it's actually about people thinking not systematically, but actually systemically. So recognizing that they're working in a complex environment and navigating that complex environment, and that's quite challenging. I've been looking at some of the things that ICRISAT's been doing around innovation, and I won't say that they've used innovation systems as their guiding principle, but I've seen some quite interesting manifestations of innovation, different ways of doing research which are having impact. Some of that's about working with the private sector through agribusiness incubators. Some of that's about embedding research more in development projects. Some of it's more about changing farming systems and marketing systems, and some is about working with the private sector to develop export markets. And none of these need to talk about innovation systems, but they're clearly modes of innovation that we can learn from, and we probably do need to learn from. And really one of the gists of my presentation is to say, well, we've still got innovation systems as an analytical framework for understanding how innovation and impact takes place. And if we really want to learn how to do this innovation thing better, how to do this impact thing better, we need to invest resources in understanding what works and what doesn't, what works under what circumstances and not under others, and really helping us develop a narrative about how impact takes place as a result of scientific research, and using that to explain to our investors that this is still a worthwhile endeavour.